So welcome back again to the same paper for A-Level Advanced Paper 4. We will be working on Feb-March 2024 for Information Technology 9626 paper. We're already done with the spreadsheet, which is task 1. You will find the link in the description. And we're going to move right now to the next task, which is for graphic design. You're required to create a vector image of the cupcake. So these are the 3 images. Separately, we need to quite match and create something matching like this, and we need to save each of them with the name following with the center number and candidate number, and this is supposed to be in the SVG, which is scalable vector graphic, and the final one we need to combine it and name it in this way. Also it needs to be SVG. So the best software for the graphic or the vector graphic, which is the Illustrator. So I have already opened a new file and I chose just A4. And let's start to create it. So there's different effects, methods you can create a picture. The best way is you can just choose one of the pictures if they ask you to create something quite similar. So if you have an image available, just go ahead and put that image, make it in a new layer and lock it, and then create over it another layer. We're going right now to create. Let's start with the case. So we're going to use the pen, the tool pen or the pen tool to create it. One method is just put a dot and then start to put the second point and adjust with the mouse. Okay. For the next point, you will find that the cursor is not okay. So you need to go and click back again to the main point over here and go to the next point. Or we may do it in this way. Again, click on the last point and then draw for the next one. Last point and keep drawing for the next one. And so on. This might take a bit of while from you, but in case you forgot any effects or how to do it, you can just follow this method. But right now I'm going to show you another way, which is going to be really pretty easy for you to do it. So just go from the first line till the last line, and before you click, don't relieve the mouse click. Hold it and adjust it to become like this curve of the case. Don't follow and just go and press on escape on your keyboard, so it will disconnect the following lines. Okay. After that, while it is still selected, go to Effect, click on Distort and Transform Zigzag, and over here click on Preview so you will be able to see what we're doing, and click on Smooth. Let's start to create the segments. You can see right now the segments are starting to be created. I think that's okay. No need to be exactly similar, but it should be quite matching. Okay. You can decrease the size as well. Alright, so that's okay. Click on Preview. Okay, after that, I'm going to carry on to the next line. To make it a bit more clear, I'm just going to show you one thing. Remove the lock from here. Go to the main image and find transparency. I need to reduce the transparency over here. You're going to find the transparency. If you cannot find it, go over here and look for transparency and tick it. It will appear. Reduce the transparency from the opacity over here a bit. Okay. In this way we will be able to follow it much easier, and then don't forget to go back and lock it, not to touch that previous layer. So get back again to your current layer, and I am going to follow the line by taking it again back again. I don't need to so let me just do one thing. I will lock this one. I'm going to come from this line. Okay, press again on it, go to the next line, press back again on it, and come back to your last point over here. Okay, press on escape right now. We got it. Remove the lock from this zigzag line. Okay, and select this cursor. You got your lines. So select all of them. Go to, we need to go to expand appearance. Okay, and then we need to right click and join it. Okay, so right now if we want to color in there, we can easily color it because we connected them. Okay, I need right now to make the outside color to be with a bit of red because it was red. Okay, got it. Inside, let me remove the right now the color currently so I can make these lines. Okay, there's one thing I forgot. Let me go Control Z. Okay. Okay, after we're done with this part, let me take this and do reflected. We will need it for the opposite part of this layer. This part we're going to need it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take it and I'm going to transform it to reflected. So we're going to get a preview and let's vertically copy one. Okay, so we got one. We can keep it for later usage. Right now let's get back again to where were we previously. We were here, right? Let's repeat the point what we did previously. We highlighted over all of we selected both of them and we went to object, expand appearance, and then just right click and join it. And then right now just make sure it's filling properly inside there. Okay, right now let's do those lines. Let me adjust it back again to its place and let's try to trace the lines. Make it as accurate as possible. So I'm going to try to follow it. Going to choose the same color from here. Cannot get it anyway, it's just green is fine, and let's try to follow it. So let's start from this. Oh no, I don't want to disconnect these layers, so I'm just going to lock these two, this and this, so we do not touch with them. Or maybe just the zigzag, I'm going to remove it. Just with the escape, disconnect it. Go to the next line, with escape, disconnect it. Next line, with escape. Escape, and keep doing it. So right now to check it, highlight it all. And I need to change the color a bit so I can see it. Whatever needs adjustment, you can get back again to this one and you can hold it and you can adjust it. Actually, we need to adjust it with this cursor, so hold it back again to the path and can adjust it. Double click on it and adjust it like I'm doing. Okay, I think this is okay. I'm going to highlight over it all and I will remove the lock from the others so I can change it to one color like it is mentioned here. It needs to be red and inside a bit greenish, green to yellow. So we'll choose the outside to be red. And inside we need to make it with green, a bit green to the yellow. Okay, that's quite matching. Okay, we got right now the case. We need the back part of the case as well. So we already copied this since the beginning. Let's try to put it right now. And I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to separate it and put it in another layer. That's going to be really useful for us. So I'm going to copy this from here, Control X, go select that layer over here, this dot, and Control V. So it will come to that layer. In case it is not matching, you can use this tool to adjust it a bit. Put it back. Use the down arrow and then use the mouse, double click on that point and try to adjust it a bit. Okay, the same thing for the next side. Okay. The color also, I need to change the color. Let me copy this border color. Okay, right now for the filling inside, I need to do one thing because I don't want it to mess up this whole thing. So I just need to create a continuous part. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to again lock that one not to get affected. I'm going to carry on with the pen tool. You can see I'm going to go to the corner of this one. Okay, I'm going to drag it a bit down till here, till over here. Okay, actually I need it to be connected to this one. So after that I'm going to hold these two objects, the upper one and the down one that I draw it, and then go to object, expand, right side and join it. Let's check. It is working. Okay, and I will show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill it with the same color from here. So use this to be filled. Okay, after that the lines are left. So what we're going to do, we're going to move this layer a bit lower than this. So you can see it become hidden, that back become to the back and this has become to the front. Last thing is left in this layer, which is my back. So you can see, let me create one bigger layer which is called the case. Okay, you can call this and this to be sub layers from this one. I think it's not going to work, so I'm going to make this layer. So just let me right now go over here and let's start, lock the previous one and let's start to make the lines. So get back again, remove this filling and start to make the lines. You can make it look at this picture, you can see that the lines a little bit going to the right side, and the inside color is a little bit lighter, so can make it a bit to the orange side. Okay, and then we can start right now. Can make it to any direction, that's okay. Escape again and keep doing. Alright, so let's have a final look at this one. Overall look, it looks okay. Alright, so just this is going to be our case. I just want to organize all of them into one place, so you can see it's quite matching to our main one. So what I want to do, I just want to put them all into one layer. Let me call it as case, and I'm going to take this, which is the back part, inside the case to be sub layer from this one. All right, okay, so it become right now a sub layer from that one. No, I need it to be a bit bottom, so I need to grab it till the bottom of all the components in that layer. Okay, so here we go. Let's save it right now with the name of case followed with the center number and candidate number, and mainly it needs to be SVG format. So save as. Make sure it appeared, because there is a problem with the old versions of Illustrator that SVG format does not appear sometimes. The solution for that is to upgrade it to a higher versions after 2022 or 2023. Okay, right now this is my previous layer. I'm going just to hide it like that, and I'm going to create a new layer. The second layer was the cake layer. Okay, so we can call it cake, and we're going to create the cake part over here. Let me have a look at the pictures. There is no picture that contain the cakes really, so we're just going to refer to this picture and try to do it based on this case as well. Again, let's get back again to our pen tool, and let's create the base and try to make it a bit too in, because it's going to be fitting inside. Don't make it larger than the case. Okay, you can see that it is still extending till the top here, so we will take it till extending till over here. There is a separation over here if you want to do like that, and stop it till here to that separation. So we will stop it. Let's do like this. We're going to take it till this line. Or let me repeat it again a bit. I will start from this line, so I can stop it till over there. So this is the inside piece going to be, okay? Inside this cake, I'm going to lock it and I will create the up piece over here, which is going to be the second layer you can see over here. So let me have a look at it. Can put it from here till here. Then we can follow the same line. Can make it a bit lower so it will cover the previous layer, and then go back to this line and then back to your previous first point. Okay, that's the second layer. Lock it. You can call it first, second, and we're going right now to create the third layer, which will be just from the top. We can start it from here, and then we can just put it like this to it, then click over here and come to this point and create the second layer, and back again to your main point. You can make it up, make it a bit overlap with the bottom one like this. Okay, so we got our 3 layers. Right now the coloring time, we're going to make it a little bit like more to the orange brown side. So I'm going to use the same color here. Down here I'm going to use also the same color. So I need to remove the lock. Okay, and here I'm going to add the same thing. Middle is going to be a bit different, which is going to be a bit darker, and I can see there's a little bit of shadow here, so we're going to use gradient color. So where's my gradient colors? Over here. First let me add it, okay, from here, and then down here it appeared for me, and I'm going to make it between brown and lighter brown. So this is the first layer, click on it and then go here and make it RGB. Second layer and RGB. Okay, that color is fine. The second color needs to be a bit lighter. I just prefer to use this one, and then you can change the angle from here. Okay, so I think this is fine, and this one is quite matching to the previous color. And then the last thing, we need to add some of those small chocolates or parts from the cake. So for this I'm just going to use How are the pieces? The pieces are, some of them are rounded. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on another screen to see it and make it. I am already done by applying all those small pieces. So this is going to be considered the cake layer. All right. So I'm going to save it. Let me remove the back picture. And let's go and save it from file, export. You need to save it as export as. And we're going to name this one as cake. And make sure it is in SVG format. One important thing, whenever you're going to save it, make sure that the background is hidden. So it's just only the front layer is visible, and save it. Go to file and export and save it. And then that specific layer, also go and save it with its own name. I usually prefer to save the whole work in a PDF format as a name work. So whenever if something is lost or I want to modify it, I can just simply go back to that PDF file. And I can open it in Illustrator, right click and open it in Illustrator, and you can change or do whatever changes. The good thing also, the layers will be saved in this way. Okay, let's move to the last layer, which is the topping layer. Topping layer we're going to create here also. Last layer. Okay, you can show also your this one, the hidden or the base layer, and then select on that topping layer, change the name and keep the cursor on it, and then let's go to our pen tool and start to draw it. So topping will be only at the top, so I can see this is going to be, you have to be careful about whatever is at the back or at the front. This is going to be quite crucial here. So let's start with this one. This seems to be on the top, going to be on the top. Let me remove the filling so it can be visible right now. I do not like this part, so let me redo. Let me remove it again. Okay, I'll make it till here. And then in this way. And again, back again to the main dot, and I'll just finalize it over here. All right, great. Let's go for the next one. Okay, this can be my main one. Let me go for... as I finish with one layer, I'm going to lock it. Otherwise, it will interfere with the next one I'm doing. So for this part, I'm going just to keep it like that directly because it's going to be below this layer. Okay, that's the second. So I'm going to say this as main or the front layer so I can know. Okay, let me also finish coloring. So this is the main layer, the front one. It's usually, let's put its color as to be. As you can see, its color is going to be a bit too pink, light pink. So let's choose that bright color. I think from here will be fine. Okay, and do this, keep it always at the top, the main one. Lock it, go to the next one. Next one needs to be a bit darker, darker. So I think I made it opposite, so I'm just going to select this one. Okay, and then lock both of them, and let's go for the next layers. Let's go for this one also. While you're coloring, you may remove the filling because it will disturb your view. And the rest you can just do it in this way. Okay, and then this layer that we're doing, it's going to be also light. So what we can do, we can select it back again, and we can press on this and select the light one. And we can take this to the lowest. Okay, whatever layer we keep doing, keep taking it to the lower part. Let's go for this one right now. We already locked the previous one. And let's go for this one. I'm just going to keep it up here. As this is going to be on the top, so I don't mind doing it like this. Okay, and then let's fill it. The next one will be, I'm doing the lower one, so the lower one will be with the dark one. So, okay, and then take this to the lower over here. Below that, actually, we have to do this small one as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide it and do this small one. And make that previous one visible. So you can see the lower is dark, the upper one is light. So I will make it light by choosing this color. Then we have it over here 2 remaining. So let's go for them. And this one, I can start from here. I will just choose it up to here. It's, I think, too long. I'm just going to put it till here. and that layer going to be dark one. I'm going to take it. It is this one, you can see here, it is this one. So take it, drag it till the bottom. Okay. The next one is this last one. I need to lock this. Alright, we're done with the topping. Let me remove the locks and adjust this one a bit to make it to this side to hide the... Okay, that's good. So we got our topping, and we need to save it by the name of topping followed with your center and candidate number. So going to File, let me just save it first, and then go to export it as a SVG file with that specific name in your same working area, and make it as a SVG file. Up, I forgot something. I need to hide the background. So export it and save it. Okay, so we're done. We need to save right now the whole cupcake as this name, Cupcake. So let's go over here, back again. Let's make it appear, all the layers. And I need this layer to go a bit up here. Okay, I need to modify this a little bit over here. So what I want to do, I want the back layer to be hidden, and only I need the front case to be visible. So this is what we have to do. That's why we did here another layer which is for the back. So just remove the back one, and you can see it's showing us exactly we want it over here. And then back again to export, and the cupcake name with the SVG format. Okay, so we're done. Let's go right now to... Okay, that's the end of the graphics, and we will be going right now to the animation part.